Hi there, welcome to new Excel dashboard video. In this video, we will be creating an interactive dashboard using consumer complaint data for a financial institution named Cumulus Finance. Cumulus Finance offers a wide range of financial services and products. It has branches all over the United States. The data contains total of around 46,353 rows and 25 columns with both numerical and categorical data. It represents individual customer complaints from the year 2016 to 2020 across United States. It contains columns like complaint ID, date submit, product, subproduct, complaint submitted via, timely response, consumer disputed status, etc. The complaints are for the products like credit card, checking account, savings account, mortgage, student loan, etc. The objective of this analysis is to finding areas of improvement for their products and services by analyzing their complaint database. This is how our end product will look like. Let's start building our dashboard. Let's start with creating these KPIs first. The first KPI is number of complaints. Let's go to the dataset. Creating an interactive dashboard in Excel is a three-step process. First step is to create pivot tables and pivot charts. Second step is to arranging all the charts in a single sheet. And the third step is to applying slicers and timeline. So let's create a pivot table. For that, select any cell from the data. Then go to Insert tab, then Pivot Table. Then select this new worksheet, then click OK. We want to count the number of complaints. For that, we have to count the complaint ID. So select this complaint ID. Here in values, you can see it's sum of complaint ID, but we need the count of complaint ID. For that, click on this arrow mark over here. Then select value field settings. Then summarize value field by select this count, then click OK. So the total number of complaints are 46,353. The first KPI is created. Let's change the sheet name. Let's make it as number of complaint. Now let's change the pivot table name. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze. Then here in pivot table name, let's make it as number of complaint. So why we change the name of pivot table? When we create a pivot table, Excel assigns default names to each of pivot table like pivot table 1, pivot table 2 and so on. While applying timeline and slicers to charts, Excel shows a list of created pivot tables. We want to apply slicers or timeline. From the name pivot table 1, pivot table 2, it's difficult to understand what it represents. So, to make it more meaningful and easy to understand, we rename pivot table. We will discuss about this further while applying timeline and slicers to our dashboard. Let's create the second KPI. The second KPI is timely response. Number of complaints responded timely, both in values and percentage. Let's go to our dataset. Let's create pivot table. Select any cell from the data, then go to Insert tab, then Pivot Table, then New Worksheet, then click OK. So here we want to count the number of complaints that is responded timely. For that, select timely response, then number of complaint ID. Here it's in sum, but we want to count it. So just click on this arrow mark, then value field setting, then select this count, then click OK. So the number of complaints responded timely are this much. We want in percentage as well. For that, we have to add one more column over here. So drag this complaint ID again in the values, then change it to count. Then to calculate the percentage, go to this show values as, then here select this percentage of grand total, then go to this number format, then percentage. Let's make this decimal places to 0, then click OK. Then again click OK, and here it's done. Let's rename the sheet timely response. Let's change the pivot table name. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze. Then here in pivot table name, let's make it as timely response. The second KPI is created. Now let's create the third KPI. The third KPI is resolved with monetary relief. So we have to count the number of complaints that are resolved by providing some monetary relief to the customer, both in numbers and percentage. Let's go back to our data to create pivot table. Select any cell from the data, then go to Insert tab, then Pivot Table, then select New Worksheet, then click OK. Here we have to count the number of complaints. So put this complaint in values, but we have to count it. So let's make it as count, then click OK. We have to count the number of complaints that are resolved by providing some monetary relief. So we want to count the monetary relief complaint. For that, select this company response to customer field, and you will get here closed with monetary relief, that is 6609. We got this in number and we want in percentage as well. For that, we have to create one more column over here. Drag this complaint ID here in values. Here it is in sum, but we want to count in percentage. So just click on this arrow mark, then go to value field setting, then make it as count, then go to this show value as to calculate in percentage. Then here in show values as, select percentage of grand total, then in number format change this decimal place to 0, then click OK, then again OK. So the number of customer complaints resolved by providing some monetary relief are 6609, which is around 14% of total complaint. Let's change the sheet name, monetary relief, pivot table name. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze, then pivot table name, monetary relief. All the three KPIs are created. Let's create charts. The first chart is complaint by states. Let's go to dataset and create pivot table. Select any cell from the data, then go to Insert tab, then Pivot Table, then New Worksheet, then click OK. We want to count number of complaints by state. So we have to put the state in rows and complaint ID in values. And let's change this sum to count, then OK. Then the next step is to create the map chart. We cannot create map chart directly from pivot table. When we will try to do that, just select any cell from the data and go to pivot table analyze, then pivot chart, then map chart. Here you can see that you cannot create this chart type with data inside a pivot table. Please select a different chart type or copy the data outside the pivot table. So we cannot create a map chart when data are inside the pivot table. So how to create a map chart then? Just cancel it. Let's bring the data outside the pivot table. For that, select any cell outside the pivot table, then type equal, then select this cell, then hit enter. Then drag this cell like this, then select both these cells, then drag like this. Now the data are outside the pivot table, but it's linked with the pivot table. So whatever changes will be there in the original data set and in this pivot table, it will reflect in this data as well. We don't need this total, so I have not copied that cell. Let's create the map chart. Before that, let's give the column name. Let's make it as state, then complaints. Select these two columns, then go to insert tab, then recommended charts, then map chart, then click OK. Let's change the chart title, complaints by state. Then the sheet name as states and the pivot table name, pivot table analyze, here states. Let's create the next chart. The next chart is complaints by product chart, which is a column chart. Let's go to our data. Let's create the pivot table. For that, select any cell from the data, then go to insert tab, then pivot table, then new worksheet, then click OK. We need complaints by product. So let's select this product in rows and complaint ID in values. Let's convert this sum into count. Then click OK. Pivot table is done. Now let's create the column chart. For that, select any cell from the pivot table. Then go to pivot table analyze, then pivot chart, then column, then click OK. Let's change the chart title, complaints by product. Let's arrange these columns in descending order. For that, click on this arrow mark over here, then go to more sort options, then select this descending Z to A by complaint count of complaint ID, then click OK. And here it's done. Let's change the sheet name as product and copy this from here and change the pivot table name as product, and it's done. Let's create the next chart. The next one is bar chart, that is complaints by issue. Let's go back to data. Select any cell from the data, then go to insert, then pivot table, then new worksheet, then click OK. We want to count the complaints based on issues. So let's put this issue in rows and complaint ID in values. Then let's change this sum into count as we need the count of complaint ID. Then click OK. Here you can see there are so many issues. Let's show only top 10 issues. For that, click on this arrow mark over here, then go to value filter and select this top 10. Here, show top 10 items by count of complaint ID. Then click OK. Here we got top 10 issues. Let's create the bar chart. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze, then pivot chart, then bar chart, then click OK. Let's change the chart title as complaints by issues. Let's arrange these bars in ascending order. For that, click on this arrow mark over here, then go to more sort options, then in ascending order A to Z, then count of complaint ID, then click OK. Now let's change the sheet name and pivot table name. Sheet name as issues and copy it, and let's change the pivot table name, and it's done. Now let's create this funnel chart which represents complaints by different sources. Let's go to our data set. To create pivot table, select any cell from the data, then go to insert tab, then pivot table, then new worksheet, then click OK. We need complaints based on different submitted via, and here we need it in count, so let's change it to count, then click OK. Now let's arrange these complaints in descending order. For that, click on this filter option in row label, then go to more sort options, then descending Z to A, and sort this by count of complaint ID, then click OK. We cannot create a funnel chart where data is inside a pivot table, so we have to extract the data to outside the pivot table. We can do it easily in the same way we have done earlier in the map chart. Let's do it. Select any cell outside of pivot table, then type equal, then select this cell, then hit enter, then copy this cell, then drag it like this, then drag down. We don't need this grand total, so I am not copying that cell over here. Let's put the column name as submitted via, and this one complaint ID. Let's create the funnel chart. Select these two columns, then go to insert, then recommended charts, then all charts, then funnel, then click OK. A funnel chart is created. Let's change the chart title as complaints by sources. Let's rename the seat as sources, then select the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze, then pivot table name, change it to sources, then it's done. Now let's create this complaint resolution category bar chart. Select any cell from the data, then go to insert tab, then pivot table, then new worksheet, then click OK. Then let's put this complaint ID in values, then company response to consumer in rows, and let's change this sum to count, then click OK. Now let's create the bar chart. Select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze, then pivot chart, then bar chart, then click OK. Let's arrange these bars in ascending order. For that, go to this company response to consumer filter, then go to more sort option, then change it to count of complaint ID, then click OK. Now let's change the chart name as complaint resolution category. Let's change the sheet name resolution category. Copy this and change the pivot table name. Complaint resolution category bar chart is created. Now let's create this dispute category chart, which is a pie chart, and we need these values in percentage. Let's go to our data. Let's create the pivot table. For that, select any cell from the data, then go to insert, then pivot table, then new worksheet, then click OK. Then put this complaint ID in values and consumer disputed in rows. We need it in count, so let's make it as count, and we need these values in percentage, so go to show values as, then show values as, make it as percentage of grand total, then click OK, and here it is in percentage. We don't need these decimal values. Let's select this column, then right click, then format cells, then go to this percentage, then let's make it as 0, then click OK, and here it's done. Now let's create the pie chart. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table, analyze, then pivot chart, then pie, then click OK. Let's change the chart name, dispute category, change the sheet name as well. Let's change the pivot table name. For that, select any cell from the pivot table, then go to pivot table, analyze, then here let's change the name, dispute category. We need the percentage over here. For that, select the cell, then go to this plus option, that is chart elements, then select this data labels. Then let's make the data label outside end, and here it's done. We have done with the first step. We have created all the KPIs, charts and graphs. Let's jump to the second step, that is to arrange all the KPIs charts in a single sheet. Let's create a new sheet and name it as dashboard. Let's change the sheet color. For that, select the sheet, then go to Home tab, then this font, then here let's make it as gray, and it's done. Let's create the chart title. For that, go to Insert tab, then go to Text box, then select this text, then drag it like this here. Then let's write it as Consumer Complaint Data Analysis. Then select the text, make it the size as 20, then center alignment, then bold. Let's bring all the charts to this dashboard sheet. Let's bring this map chart first. For that, select the chart, then hit Ctrl C, then go to dashboard sheet, paste it over here. Similarly, we can bring all the charts. We don't need this total over here, so select this total, then hit delete key. We don't need this count of complaint ID and product over here. For that, select the chart, then go to pivot chart, analyze, then field buttons, then hide all. And to remove these grid lines, select the chart, then go to this add elements, chart elements, then uncheck this grid lines box, and here it is done. Similarly, we can do for other charts. Here in this dashboard, you can observe that I have tried to represent different data points with different colors. This is one of the best practices of data visualization. It helps viewers to easily understand different data points and its relationship. Let's try to apply this best practice in our dashboard. Let's change the color of this map chart. For that, select this map chart. In the right hand side, a dialog box will appear. Then select on this chart. Then here, series option. Go to this series colors. Then let's select this diverging three colors. Then let's make this lowest value as this one. Then the middle value as this one, and the highest value with the dark color. Let's close this dialog box. Let's keep this complaint by product chart as it is. Let's change the colors of these bars in complaints by issue chart. For that, select the bars, then go to this fill and line, then here in colors, let's make it as this color, then close this dialog box, and it's done. Similarly, we can change the color of other charts. Let's insert a text box here. For that, go to Insert tab, then Text box, then select this text box. Then let's draw the text box here like this. Then let's change the color of the text box. Go to Home tab, then here let's select this dark color, dark gray color. Then again go to Insert tab, then text box. Let's draw a text box over here like this, and let's bring it to here. Let's resize the text box like this. Let's bring the first KPI. For that, just click on the text box, then go to this function bar here, then type equal, then go to the first KPI, that is number of complaint, then select the KPI value, then hit enter. And here we got the first KPI. Let's name it as number of complaints. Then select the KPI card, then go to Home tab. Let's make it as the size as 12, and let's align as center, and it's done. Let's create the second KPI card. For that, go to Insert tab, then text box, then text box. Let's create a text box over here. Then let's bring it here. Then click on this KPI card, then go to this formula bar, then type equal, then go to second KPI, that is timely response, then select this value here, then hit enter. Let's name it as timely response. Then let's change the size as 12. Then let's make it as center alignment, and it's done. And we need this value in percentage as well. For that, let's insert another text box. Let's draw it over here, then bring it to here like this. Then select the KPI card, then go to this formula bar, then type equal, then go to the KPI sheet, that is timely response, then select this value from here, then hit enter, and it's here. Then go to Home tab, then let's make it as 12, then alignment as center. Now let's select this card and let's bring it over here like this. Then go to Save Format, and here in Save Outline, let's make it as no outline. Then click outside of that text box, and let's adjust the size like this, and here it's done. Similarly, we can bring the third KPI. To make all these KPI cards to similar size, select the KPI card, then go to Save Format, then here check the size of the card and make all the cards the similar size. It's time to bring slicers and timeline to make the dashboard interactive. For that, select any chart, then go to Pivot Chart Analyze, then let's bring the timeline first. Let's select the date submit, then click OK. Let's adjust the size, then let's bring it here. We want only year, so let's select year from this. Similarly, let's bring the slicer. For that, select any chart, then go to Pivot Chart Analyze, then insert slicer, select product column from here, then click OK. Then let's adjust the size over here like this, and it's done. Let's select 2017 from here and credit card from slicer. You can see only complaint by product chart is changing, but all the other charts and KPIs are not changing based on the input in the slicers. To make all the charts interactive, select the timeline, then go to timeline here, then report connection. Here we will get all the pivot table and seat name. We can select the charts or seat name based on our requirement. Here I am going to select all the charts, then click OK. Now let's select the slicer, then go to this slicer option here, then report connection, then select all the charts, then click OK. Now let's select 2016 and mortgage. Now all the charts are displaying values based on 2016 and mortgage product. From this dashboard, anyone can easily say that 97% complaints are resolved on time, 14% of the time monetary relief has been provided as compensation to customer. State-wise breakdown shows that California and New York have the highest number of complaints. Checking or saving accounts have the highest level of complaints. Most of the issues are from managing account. We can further drill down the data by year and product to get more insight using this timeline and slicer. That's all for this video. Thank you.